Guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here. I'm back, and I've got, thankfully, some sales to talk about.
Mountain Man Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. I go to garage sales and estate sales. I go to thrift stores, and last week I went to the mountains. I find stuff that I think I can buy and then sell again for a profit on eBay. And yeah, last week, went to the mountains, put my store on time away, I think overnight Thursday going into Friday, and then put it back on once I got into sell range again on Friday afternoon. I took that time away off, and I was, like I said, out of sell range. So I had no idea how the store was doing on time away for that long. I had scheduled stuff to list, 5 things a day to list while I was gone, hoping to keep the store active, but you just don't know how that's going to affect it. And thankfully, while we were definitely severely swinging up and down, some days pretty good, and then some days like $50, right? It was very much a roller coaster while I was away. Overall, we did pretty well. You know, it could have been an awful lot worse. We sold enough during the week that we're going to split the sales into 2, especially since we combined them with this recent weekend. There's quite a bit to talk about, and it's going to be a very long video if we try to do it all at once. So let's take a look here at the first half of what we sold last week while I was in the mountains. And here is the start of it. We're going to pack about, it's a little more than half of the orders, I think, or at least about half that I'm putting together today, Sunday. That's the first half of the sales that you're going to see. And, well, we got some good sales. You know, numbers-wise, as far as the number of sales, not super high, but it could have been a lot worse. And I'm really happy we have some high-dollar sales in here, which definitely helped us out. But as you know, I don't sell only high-dollar stuff, so we definitely have a mix. Not sure where to start. Maybe we'll just start right here with baseball hats. You guys know I love selling hats, and this one is one that I believe I sent out an offer, and I sent out a whole bunch, like 100 offers when I got back in sell range, and some of those turned into sales. Eddie Bauer, cool camo snapback hat, and this one I sent out an offer that was accepted of $9 plus shipping. We've got this one with a random hair on the top. Killick, a strap back hat, so no snaps, it's just the Velcro, though don't use Velcro in the title, that'll get you in trouble. But the Killick hat sold for $9.98 plus shipping. And then we've got a Columbia PFG hat. Columbia PFG doesn't sell all that well. They have clothing and stuff like that. It's fishing gear. It's actually really nice stuff. It just doesn't have a real high sell-through or very high dollar amount for much of it. But this is a really nice hat, and so I was pretty sure it would go. And it did. $9.98 plus shipping. We got some games. Olympic Hockey 98. This actually a pretty good game. Has some issues with the label, but old Nintendo 64 cartridge game. It sold for $8 plus shipping. That I believe an offer that I sent out. Washington Bullets, one of our vintage NBA patches. This one, $9.98 free shipping. It's all profit on these patches at this point. Another buyer came in, if I can pick it up, and got the Detroit Pistons patch. Again, $9.98 free shipping for that. Genesis, I think this is the right Genesis cassette tape. I have a whole bunch of cassette tapes, and I just grabbed the Genesis that I saw. I think this is the right one. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. This is part 2. It's actually a 2-part set. If you had both of them, they actually sell pretty well. But I only had one. I thought, you know what, we're going to try it anyway. And it did still sell. $9.98 plus shipping. One other cassette tape. Not the original art, of course. See, somebody typed this one up. But AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Pretty cool. It is the original tape. It's just they lost the art. And so they made one of their own. And so obviously that hurts the value a little bit, but still worth listing. $4.99 plus shipping for that guy. We've got, well, this guy. This is pretty cool. It's an old tin toy. Little squirrel. Made in Japan. These are cool. I had 2 of them. And the first one has now sold $4.48 plus shipping. I think that an offer that I had sent out, because I think I had them listed at $4.98 plus shipping, so I probably sent out a 5% offer. I sent out a 5% offer on a bunch of stuff, and they probably accepted that one. We've got here for the Nintendo DS Johnny Test, $4.99 plus shipping. For the PS3 Little Big Planet 3. This one's been hanging out for a little bit, but still pretty decent money once it finally decided to head on out the door. $14.81 plus shipping. Viewer sale. Look at that. We've got our final Schleich figure. Try to get it to focus right there. It's Schleich, DC Comics Wonder Woman. And like I said, this one going to a viewer. It's going to Jeanette. She said she got partway through a video and heard me say her name. Wonder Woman. She's a big Wonder Woman fan. Jeanette says, dressed up for Halloween as Wonder Woman 6 times as a kid and once as an adult. So thank you so much for picking this one up. This is a cool figure. $8.98 plus shipping. I hope you enjoy that. We've got some DVDs as well. Dogfight with River Phoenix. This one I brought back from North Carolina, actually, so it hasn't been in the store all that long. $8.99 plus shipping. This one, actually, I just listed this weekend. I bought a whole mess of DVDs right before I left in order to resell them. We'll make a little bit of profit on them, not a ton, but I bought them specifically because they were all new and sealed. It would take me 2 pictures, front and back, and so I could list them very quickly. When I got back, I listed 40 DVDs, I think was the number, and I did them relatively quickly. I think we ended up listing 49 or 50 things that first day, and a couple of them have already sold, like this one, $1.98 plus shipping. And this was one of those as well, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. This one sold pretty quickly, actually, after listing it for a little bit more, $3.99 plus shipping on that. Don't want to forget him. So let's jump out of movies just really quickly so I don't lose this. Our final Shelby Cobra pin has sold. These are really cool pins. $8.99 plus shipping for that. And then we got over here Rick and Morty. This not one of those that I just listed, but still new and sealed. Season 1, and Rick and Morty going out for $15.59 plus shipping. We sold another dinosaur. This from our friend and viewer Derek. Actually, I bought a box. He gave me a screaming deal on a box of dinosaur figures, various dinosaur figures, and I thought this one was really cool. I didn't see anything out there quite like it, so I just had to guess on a price. His head actually moves side to side. It's really a very cool dinosaur figure, and so I just guessed on a price, and then I sent out an offer to a watcher, and $7 plus shipping later, the pterodactyl is flying out. So Derek, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Got a lot of those dinosaur figures listed if you guys like dinosaurs. I'm a big dinosaur fan, so those have been fun to start working my way through. We got up here, I don't have any batteries in it to show you, but he is kind of creepy. This is from 1995. Let's see. Yeah, 1995 from Telco. It's a motion-activated Santa Claus. And so this thing works. It's pretty cool. It's not super valuable. I actually had the box for this, but the box was huge and didn't seem to add a whole lot of value. So I just took it out of the box. It's not new, so we might as well sell it this way. Save myself some hassle and probably some shipping cost as well. And it looked like they sold just fine without the box. And so that's what we did with Santa. And he sold for $14.94. plus shipping. We've got some of our Nequa ornaments going out as well. This one's cool. I only had one of these. Santa's Peppermint Express, I think, is what this one is called. And these are hand-blown glass ornaments, and they hand paint them on the inside before they cap them. And they come with these cool boxes and certificate of authenticity. And this one sold for $19.49 plus shipping. And another one over here. Let me grab it and bring it up. We've looked at these before. This is another of the Lord is my shepherd ornaments, and this one also sold for $19.49 plus shipping. Big sale here. Let's move these out of the way and move them over a little bit. We've got some higher dollar stuff coming up here. These you might remember from a video just a little bit ago. Filson, that's the name you want to watch out for right there. And these are fantastic boots. Didn't have laces, and so I asked the guy, I said, hey, they don't have laces. Tried to get a discount. He says, it's Filson. I think that's a pretty fair price. I told him, you know what? I think it is too, but I had to try, and he said he appreciated that. So he was fine with it. Didn't insult him at all, but they definitely would have sold better if they had laces. I certainly could have gone out and bought laces for them, but I knew they would sell without them as well. So I just didn't bother. That'd be up to you whether the hassle was worth the increase in price. I don't really think it was going to change the price all that much. The Filson Highlanders sold for $149 plus shipping. That's an offer that somebody had sent in, and I accepted. So very happy with that. $40 turned into $149. Ballpark, let's just say it's $100 profit. I'm good with that. Let's move the hats over here. International sale right here. We've got one of the old Haynes repair manuals. I've had this one kicking around for a little while for the Toyota pickup or 4Runner. It's going to Australia, and it's going for $51.79 Australian dollars. That one through one of my web interpret listings. The Australian dollar, last I checked, was 71 or 72 cents, something like that. Generally, if you see these and they're cheap, they're like $1 or something, many of them sell the $10 to $12 range, plus shipping, something like that. Some of them sell, though, for a lot more than that. Got some cool stuff over here. This one is from CCM. It's a brand that makes a lot of hockey gear. It's a very good brand. And it's CCM Vintage, 1967 Detroit Red Wings. So what this is like a retro, like a throwback. And so this is the 1967 edition of the jersey. This is what it looked like back then with the wheel and the wings. And even as an Avs fan, I can appreciate the history of hockey and the history of the Red Wings. Hockey's better when the wings are good. It just is. The officially licensed jersey. Here you got vintage hockey. This is really rare. And it's an XL. I didn't realize quite how good this was when I picked it up. I thought it would be pretty good. I just didn't know it would be great. I picked this one up in North Carolina as well from Aunt Lori, and she gave me a great deal on a bunch of stuff there. And this one I actually sent out an offer on, and it was accepted. $107 plus shipping. How about that for a jersey? Very happy with that. I think I moved something underneath it that I didn't mean to. Where is it? Nope. It's not yet. It's covered up. We'll pull it out. Right here. The Carhartt beanie. Guys, Carhartt is selling right now extremely well. It usually sells pretty well anyway, but the brand is selling very, very well. This is a cool beanie stocking cap. I didn't see a lot of them out there like this. Picked this up for $1 actually this summer, and it sold for my full asking price of $25.99 plus shipping. Pretty cool. Guys, this one, you remember that garage sale where I went and I pulled some stuff out of the trash where the lady's like, oh, I just threw stuff away. I didn't know anybody would be interested in it. This was one of those items. We sold a couple hats out of there. We sold a vintage University of Montana Grizzlies basketball warm-up shirt. Now we've got this one. This is the back hit. This is an old satin jacket. Cool copper. Copper is one of their retro throwback colors now because that's what they used to use was the copper and gold. And so we've got the Montana Grizz who just actually lost this weekend to the Cats, but they're going to the playoffs anyway, FCS playoffs. They were a bubble team and they made it in. So there's the front, small little hit on the front. Very cool jacket. And this one sold for big money, guys, $129.35 plus shipping. Literally pulled out of a lady's trash can at a garage sale. She said, just take it. Guys, they don't know what they have sometimes, and sometimes they don't care. I offered to pay it. She said no. The dude abides, man. And that is not like my opinion. This one is going to a viewer. It's going to Brienne. I didn't leave a message on the purchase, but I know I saw a message either in the messaging system or maybe left on a comment on one of the videos, something like that. I know I did. So that I appreciate, or maybe it was on a comment on there. I just can't remember. I'm still trying to get back into what the real world looks like here. But that one is going out to Brienne for $15.59 plus shipping. Thank you so much. And then we'll tack on one more here to finish out the first half. Again, it's Carhartt. This is a Shoreline jacket. It's a, you can feel it's not the normal canvas. See that? It's a waterproof jacket. It's extra large, tall. XLT is very good if you can find that stuff. And this one sold for not quite $100, $97.49 plus shipping. I believe I paid either $20 or $25 for it this summer. Nice sales, right? Happy with that stuff, and happy that the store stayed alive while I was gone. The Cowboys split. 1-1. They gave up a lead apparently to the Packers, which is a shame because the Packers are terrible. But the Eagles lost that week. Almost lost this week. Sorry, Brian Klaus. The Eagles are hitting a bump. If they would have lost, that would have put the Cowboys potentially in the driver's seat here on Sunday. They only won by a point. The Cowboys, meanwhile, 40-3. 40-3. I'm happy with how the Cowboys are doing right now. They'll break my heart. Don't worry about it. All the Cowboys haters, they do it every year. They'll break my heart in new and creative ways. But right now, happy with how they're doing. And looking forward to the rest of the week. Some cool videos coming. What sold. Like I said, we got to catch up on that. And we'll see if we can't put a garage sale video together for you as well. Going to take 2 days off. Coming up, I know I just came back, but it's Thanksgiving, so going to take a couple days off, travel home, sort of a there and back. But again, the store's going back on time away, so we'll see what that does. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me for this one. We'll see you next time.